Microwave TV.
That if you're an income taxpayer and you're up to date with your income tax and registration, they give you back something and you pay if you earn below $3 million, I believe it was. Over 300,000 Jamaicans got back that. But what happened to the old and indigent, the small business, the unattached youth, who are not in the income tax bracket, who are not on any government registered database? What happened to you? We should give you back something as well out of the growth and the proper management of the economy. And so that is what the Solidarity Program is. The Solidarity Program is to say that your government stands with you. And no matter how little it is, you should get back something. And that is the undertaking of my administration and your government. So, in which it has to be done ever is that we can't just take up the money and say, eh. We have to, first of all, properly document you, because we have to account for every cent. So we have to make sure that the person who actually need it and the person for whom the benefit was designated is a person that actually received the benefit. So this process might be a little bit tedious. You have to come, you have to be registered, you have to be put in the right category. And if you don't have any identification document, then we register you. Once you are registered in our system, it becomes easier the next time around when we do Solidarity 2 or Solidarity 3, because you would already be in our system. So part of the Solidarity Program is to pull people who are informal in our society into the formal administration to make sure that we know you and it is easier to provide the benefit and to account for the benefit. So that is the Solidarity Program. The Solidarity Program means we stand with you and we believe in you, we support you, and you will not be left behind in the progress of the nation. When I was growing up in the 80s, they used to have a reggae group called Black Uhuru. How many of you remember that song? What's the matter, people? Solidarity. Everybody wants the same thing, don't they? Everybody wants a happy end. Solidarity. Solidarity.
Come here. I need help. Hold this. Hold this for a second. Put on this hat. This is online. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, sir.
See that your boss there, so I want to talk to your boss. See that your boss there, so I want to talk to your boss for 2 minutes. You don't hear me? Stay with this, you can't put me. No, you can't put me too. I want to see the Prime Minister myself.
Sorry about that.
No, but I can't put you in front of me. I'm not put you down.
They're a little bit
See there. Well, I'll talk to the Prime Minister.
Hi guys.
I'll talk to the Prime Minister. I'm going to miss somebody who can somebody's own name. I'll talk to the Prime Minister. Everybody want to talk to the Prime Minister.
Let me just do what I'm doing first. Let me finish it.
Let me give you one first and let me talk to the people here. No wait, no shit. Let me talk to everybody one time. Man, I don't know. Oh, you want to set up a phone and a spoon up and you know?
Nobody not call me.
I don't want to talk to you one time.
I need my thing. I don't have this stuff.
Yeah, but you must come and say somebody. Yeah, you want to talk to them that was really looking at me. Disgusting, man. One sister, one
No, I go inside and then go. Yes. So you hear what we have said. Which one is this? My cousin. Oh, just come from to be extended the assessment centers. We're going to do one for every region. This is one that Prime Minister, Mr. Oldest. So the two that we have is not enough. We have the Mykro and
Prime Minister can't talk to everybody one time. Like it's 15, 16, somebody that call them one time. Want to talk to them one time?
one for every education. Everybody increase it up on shadows.
Guys, we're currently at the China Goodwill and Infant School in the Prime Minister's constituency.
So the sectors that is one. We are aware.
Touch my hand. Touch my hand. Touch my hand, sir. Show all your right.
Right, so big chief. So
Okay, the farther we go away from the van, the less signal we're gonna have. Thank you, honey. Alright guys, I'm going a little farther away from the Wi-Fi, so I'm gonna see if I can switch over. Alright guys, let me know if you're still with us. And this is in the Prime Minister's constituency. And I don't know, can you guess what was happening a while ago while he was under the tent? A number of persons from his constituency were signing up for the Solidarity program. Oh, and here people are signing up for Heart. tell you here, so you have the social intervention program right here from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security. Would you mind sharing with me on the Prime Minister's Live what people are registering for at this particular table? Okay. All right, so can you tell me your name and what's happening here?
Okay, this is the social intervention program Unit 2 and Silver Star is the coordinator of social intervention. Here we offer the possibility of employment for persons and the possibility of everything that can where the grant is concerned, it must be the ages of 16 and 55. So it depends on what the people do. If you look at 16, 17 years old, at the high school level, the sixth form, those are a little bit older than the church level. So that's the system that then the possibility of employment exists through the special employment program, and that one is a person who will be aged from 18 and 35. However, they must have a minimum of 3 years.
Okay. Okay, so if persons want more information, they can check you out on the website.
They can get information.
And they can call the ministry. And this is in relation to employment and grants for studies.
And education.
Okay. And what are the name of the programs again?
Social intervention.
Yes.
That's the overarching program. And then you have the special employment program. That's specifically those persons who are seeking employment.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Alright guys, so this is happening here. So you're getting registration for education grants as well as for employment assistance, and then registration is taking place here for PATH, and then of course registration for hearts. Yes, the place is a bit noisy guys, you have to forgive me. It's the nature of these activities. But this is a institution in the constituency of the Prime Minister. I think it's called the Jamaica China Goodwill School. I'm not sure what age it goes up to, but I know that it starts at kindergarten. Yes, in the evening the Prime Minister will do a tour of his constituency. Right now he's just looking at the programs that his constituency members are registering for. I like the happiness. Hi guys. Sorry. Right, so as I was explaining to you guys earlier, Prime Minister is having an event in his constituency where persons are signing up for the Solidarity Program. Remember what the Solidarity Program is? It is a one-off grant to every person who meets a particular criteria. So if you don't have any ID, you don't have any TRN, you get registered, you get assistance with getting those documents, and you receive a grant from the government. So if you have never received any kind of support from the government, the Solidarity Program is for you. In addition according to the Solidarity Program, he also has some registration for employment assistance as well as for grants for studies. So those are what we were looking at earlier today. And now he's going to be doing an interview with IRFM. Okay. Where's the DJ and can I borrow his chair?
Hey, DJ Chris, thanks for rejoining us. Of course, we're here right now. Of course, as we told our analysts earlier, we're here where the Ministry of Labor and Social Security is having their Solidarity Program tour right here to meet the Chinese Kundalini Festival. 105 Olympic Days. Of course, it's all about solidarity and it's peaceful. So today's initiative is not just about money. It's not just about the cash grant. It is also about having support.
Can I stand here, please? Thank you.
Solidarity speaks volumes to us. It is important that we have senseless art is prepared. Sitting with me now is the Right Honorable Mr. Andrew Gomez, who is the Prime Minister of Chile. It is a pleasure having you here, sir. Good afternoon and welcome to the View with the IRFM.
Good afternoon to you. Let me welcome you today. Great constituency of the Central Santander, in particular the Lions Guard Division. And we are in the heart of the Lions Guard. Beside us is the Jamaica China infant school. So we want to welcome IRFM and your huge listenership in this part.
Alright, thank you for that welcome. It is important to design a plan for the meeting. Why was it important to design this event?
You know, a country like Guyana.
Okay, guys. I don't know if you can hear.
Revenues from that. And they decided that they would give back some of that revenue to the people in what they call a cash transfer. And they gave to households, they gave to students specifically. Jamaica did not discover that. What they were giving back. What did Jamaica discover? Jamaica discovered good economic management to allow us to take the dividends from that good economic management and give it back to people. And we did it in
You can listen live on IRFM, guys. If you're not hearing, there's really nothing I can do about the audio, unfortunately. I'm so sorry.
We are employed and we are earning 1.5 million. They got an increase in the income tax threshold, and therefore their income went up as a given. But then, you know, there are some people who would not have benefited from that. And we gave what is called reverse tax rate. Once you're compliant with your tax registration, you got back into your threshold was 300 and But then the question must be asked, what about the non-attached? What about the people who are unemployed? What about the old and indigent? What about those people who live on the fringe of the society, often being forgotten? These are the people who would say the system now works. They are the ones who would have gone to park and party where you don't qualify. They would have gone to apply for some government benefit and didn't get it. And so they form the impression that they are not part of it. They are on the fringe. And they take sometimes a very anti-social view. They are the ones who say not now in society. They're not they're not benefiting. And they are upset. Now, you don't see any society. The people who are benefiting remain quiet. And the people say, I'm not benefiting because they will want to appear to be benefited by the government. No. So there is this view in the society that people are equal. So it's important for the government to show the average man who thinks he's not hard that no. We stand with you. So if the worker earning a certain amount of money that I give back, and those who are in other ways getting from the society, they're getting employed, and what about those who are not? And so that's what the solidarity program is. Solidarity means we stand with it. And the government is saying to the people who will benefit from this, we stand with it. But just to be clear, there is a process. And what frustrates a lot of people who want to benefit is they don't want the process. Because, and you can understand that they're frustrated, they have to wait, they have to go through all that, they have to register. It becomes very frustrating. But the same people get frustrated, and the same people say the government is corrupt and all kinds of criticism of the government if it is not properly administered. So there has to be a proper administration and record and documentation of the benefit. So the people who are going to get the benefit must be identified. First and foremost. So what you see here in this sphere, this registration fair, is the process at work.
And I do agree that the process is working based on all aspects. But of course, this program carries a $20,000 cash grant for 50,000 Jamaicans.
Yes.
What steps we're taking to complete this?
Alright guys, did you hear that? 50,000 Jamaicans will get $20,000 through the Solidarity program.
The next round becomes easy because there will be another round of the Solidarity program. What we want to do in this round is to get you registered. We want to know you. We want to know why you are not in the system. And once we know you, we can direct you to more permanent benefits. So a lot of people here are 70 years and older and should be on an established program called the social pension. So a lot of people here, once we put them through this registration process, if they qualify for the $20,000, we are sending them to another registration desk for them to get on a permanent provision of social pension. There are many youngsters. Yes, that's a good idea. There are many youngsters here that we have registered that are not working, don't have a skill. We send them over to the heart desk. And I've gone over there and see youngsters registered. They are going to go to heart. They are going to be put on various programs. They will get trained, so they will be on a permanent course. That's the idea behind the Solidarity program.
Yes, it is good. You know that's a wrap. So in wrapping up, is there any final word that you would like to leave?
Solidarity. that was a big song in the 80s. And it essentially, look, everybody wants prosperity. Everybody wants food for their family. So let's work towards that. That's what we're doing. And we look forward to your support in moving from poverty to prosperity.
Thank you very much.
Alright guys, I hope you guys got to hear at least a little bit of the interview. I know it wasn't the best in terms of audio quality, but it was one of those things that was unavoidable. You're gonna send me this? Watch it! I'm so glad to see you. What are you doing? How did you get word? Oh, not you. How are you? Alright? Good. Oh, you got wind of this? No, look at me. I didn't get wind very early. Who? Yes, of course. Privacy. I learned about this little bit. The JS is here. Yes, I didn't know the JS is here, but the team is here.
No.
Oh, so
Them at 1 o'clock. The pick up time for them at 1 o'clock.
for what? The tour? Okay. I need to figure out what's happening now. Alright guys, this is not the official tour of the Prime Minister's constituency. He will be doing that a little later on. He just came to the fair for now, which is basically to, you know, take a look at the registration process that is taking place here. And if you heard what he said you get $20,000 and that will be distributed to 50,000 Jamaicans. And also once you get that, the program also enables you to be registered in the HEART path as well as the STEP program at the Ministry of Local Government, where you can get an education grant or employment assistance, meaning assistance with getting placed for a job. Carrie, I see all the work that you're doing to address the, you know, the negative comments in the chat. But once I get a moment, I will have a verbal conversation about why we don't welcome those kinds of discussions here. They're clearly very partisan, unthought out, and very vulgar, most of them. So it is not constructive conversation, and that's not something that we stand for. Anyhow, the Prime Minister is heading back to the vehicle now. This is your little snippet for the day, and we will be back with you later on this evening when he's touring his constituency. Yeah, I guess. Well, since you're already here, you might as well. This is the Olympic Gardens police station, which was opened recently by the Prime Minister. It's still the last administration. It was opened just after COVID, the Prime Minister is reminding me. guys, so now we are at a health fair in the Prime Minister's constituency, and I think I'm going to use the time to talk to all the folks who are on here who really don't have anything constructive to say, which I find so disappointing. You know, we really should elevate the discussion. This is not the place, and honestly, we have so much more positivity than negativity, and we really shouldn't give them as much attention. But I just want to warn you, because we want you to be able to access the page, and if you do come on the page with things that do not advance the objectives of the country and of the Prime Minister, then this is not the place for it. I always talk about freedom of speech, and people love to talk about freedom of speech, but they don't talk about the responsibility that comes with it. Your freedom does not give you the right to malign people. It just does not work that way, all right? So if you come on here with that, and then other people say, well, you can't block, you can't remove because it's a public figure's page. A public figure does not sign up to be abused by people in the same way that you have your right to your personal autonomy and to be offered a basic degree of respect. So too do public figures. And if you cannot respect that, unfortunately, we have no apologies about removing you, okay? All right. I hope that's clear. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, we have the National Health Fund here. And obviously school is reopening soon, and so children are gonna get their medicals done. All of this is free of cost, and this is something that the Prime Minister facilitates each year in his constituency. Whew. And so at this time, I'm just trying to entertain you while we wait on Prime Minister to get out of his vehicle. He hasn't come out yet, so we're just gonna keep each other's company. Yes, it's kind of hot. So this is the C Ward Primary and Infant School in the Prime Minister's constituency. And where we were coming from just now was the school and courtyard of the Jamaica China Goodwill Infant School. So it was a partnership between Jamaica and the Chinese government to build that institution for infant learning in the Prime Minister's constituency. And by the way, if you've ever received a tour of that school, it is very, very well built, very modern, very suitable for the kids of the constituency, which is what the Prime Minister always wants to reflect. It would be good if as many as the supporters of the opposition who come to our page actually went to their page to see what their leader is saying. They had a whole press conference, and it doesn't seem to be generating a lot of interest, because here we are on the Prime Minister's page. This is does that make sense to you? Your Prime Minister interacting with his constituents. just explaining again for the persons who didn't hear or weren't on when I explained it. The Prime Minister is in his constituency for a series of registration fairs. One of them was the Solidarity Program, which he would have announced recently, and that is where 50,000 Jamaicans who have never received any government benefit, whether you have ID or you don't have ID, whether you have a birth certificate or you don't have a birth certificate, the system captures you and enables you to get a government benefit which you would not normally be able to access if you don't have the requisite identification cards. 1 second. Alright guys, I got a little bit distracted in giving an explanation. I think he's going, where is he going? I don't want to go too far away from the Wi-Fi, you know, that is always my challenge. We are in the Prime Minister's constituency of West Central St. Andrew. Alright guys, I'm not gonna make it inside the room, so we're just gonna focus on out here. And as you can see, the kids are getting hot dog, snow cones. Right now, I don't want a snow cone. It is so hot. Popcorn, slushy, cotton candy. So it's a back to school, health fair, and kind of treat day.
Next time the ride come here.
Oh hey, what's up? Oh boy. Oh my days. Everywhere you go, you find a little excitement.
Bonnie, come here,
Guys, oh my god, I have to move from here, so.
Bonnie.
Because Bonnie and his colleagues are having it out. Bonnie just joking. Watch here. God. Jamaican people can be so unserious. But yes, I don't remember as a child going to any of these health fairs to get like my medical and stuff done. But I think it is one of the most revolutionary programs our MPs have put in place, because a lot of people in our communities don't have the resources to take their children to pay to do their medicals, even though a lot of those are now obviously free. So there is that, but to bring it to the communities just makes it a lot more accessible, and also the children get an opportunity to meet their respective MPs, as well as to be out for a day of fun and entertainment, you know, and also prepare for back to school. So I know what the Prime Minister normally does is he gives backpacks, books, pencils, all the things that you need for learning, as well as book vouchers. And each member of parliament, I think, has a similar program in their constituencies. Guys, I'm not sure how useful it is to continue the live because we are almost at the end of this activity, but I do want to remind you that the Prime Minister is going to be coming back to his constituency to tour later on. So later on is where you're going to see more of the one-on-one political engagement. This is more of a community outreach program, and as you recall, we were just at the fair earlier where you can register for the solidarity program, you can register for PATH, you can register for HEART, and you can register to the Ministry of Local Government program that enables you to get a grant for your education, as well as a grant or assistance to return to school. So those are the programs that we were looking at today. Talk with some of these people, ask them how they feel about the treat. Some of the parents are very shy. So I try not to, you know, impose on them like that, because some of them can be a little shy. Yes, I am aware that there was a bomb threat earlier today to several government institutions, as well as, several government institutions. And but I do know that the police were on site with the fire division to do a clearance to ensure that the building was safe for persons to re-enter. However, I do agree that there might be some disruptions in services today because of those threats. Yes, I saw that it was across the island in different places. Guys, the question of who won the debate is not even a question. The Prime Minister won the debates, hands down, no questions asked. Because, and as he said, you know what he said last night? He said that, you know, he come to talk about substance and what he's doing to advance Jamaica, and the opposition's entire strategy is the Prime Minister. That is it. Their strategy is the PM, and PM strategy is the people. So I don't know what else to say. It's a very clear win for the Prime Minister, who obviously is focused on delivering for the people of Jamaica. Whereas, imagine you don't have a platform that you have to make your whole platform trying to tear down somebody. Therefore, you know, that's, you know, you're comparing apples and oranges, you know. That is the only platform they have. So I am not aware of any rally today, guys, but I am aware. Oh my days, look, the books are being distributed. I wish they had a more effective system for distributing that though. They need to ask them to join a line and collect their books, but there they go, people are getting books, water bottles, and stuff for their back to school. There they go with their books. They need a better system for distribution. How he won? If you watched the debate and your interest was substance, then you would agree that he won. But if you watch the debate and your interest in spurious and false allegations, then you would assume that somebody else won. But if you care about where your country is headed and who has shown you performance and who has delivered in the past over and over, then there is no question that the Prime Minister won. Of course, everybody's entitled to their own opinions, and that is why the debates are, the kind of people have, because differing positions on their effectiveness on the basis that there is no set institution to declare a winner. So it is really for you to speculate. And of course, if you are not as open-minded as one would expect, you to be about a situation like this, then you will conclude, maybe just on political points alone, that one party has won over the other. But if you're looking at objective measures, and if your concern is who has the track record, who has the capacity, who has demonstrated goodwill and the political capital to move the country forward, then like I said, the answer as to who won would be very clear. Oh, apparently we're leaving now. No phone. Oh guys, do you ever know cotton candy is made? Look at that. Let me make the two spoons over here. And another one. Make sure I write color I know. What's your Sinilia, madman? Oh, no, girlie. No, sir. Take it. No, there was a different one there, so. Yeah, where the other one there? Yeah, alright. No, put some more on it. You need to pull up the cup some more, man. Eh? Alright. You need some more. Look what Alright guys, I'm not sure if you saw the comment, but we're going to be ending the live now. But remember to rejoin us later on when the Prime Minister will be doing a walk through his constituency later on.